Hi, this is Aletha McManama, your digital marketing maven, bringing you another WordPress training video, and this one is called How to Install and Configure the Facebook Plugin for WordPress. I'm on my student site, and the first thing I need to do is I'm already on the plugins section. I want to be able to add a new plugin, so I'm going to click Add New. I'm going to type in Facebook. It's already here for me. Facebook, search plugins. I'm going to click Install Now, and then I'm going to activate the plugin. What happened after I installed the plugin is I now have a section called Facebook under my navigation bar, and then I'm going to go over to the very first link called General. And what I will need to do is set up a Facebook app so that it has an app ID and app secret that will connect my Facebook account with the WordPress plugin. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over to the web URL called developers.facebook.com, and that's where you'll need to go to create your apps. So I'm going to click on Apps. This is the button you need to be clicking on. It's going to take you to the apps. I already have an app list, and I already have the apps set up that I want to use in order to connect my Facebook plugin with my Facebook account. And in order for you to actually create a new one, and I'll show that to you real quickly here, is you just click on Create New App, name it, and if it's going to be your website, kind of identify it with what your website is, and then you will be able to create an optional app namespace, which is something basic that you can type like ADM website URL or something like that, and it'll let you know if it's available once that little green available word pops up. I'm going to click cancel because I already have one set up, but I just want to show you how that works. And once you click, well, let's do this. I'm just going to type ADM site URL, something simple like that. I'm going to click continue, and then it's going to ask you for the security check. Oops. Continue. And then there's your app, okay? But you'll need to do one other step, is to make sure that you can, website with the Facebook login is just to click here, and then whatever your site URL is. And you type HTTP, and it's Aletha D. McManama, and then save my changes. Now everything's ready for that app. And notice here you'll have an app ID and an app secret, okay? I want to go back to my apps and use the one that I've got already set up for my website, and it's this one. I'm going to grab, copy and paste, Control C, and then I want to use that for my plugin, so I'm going to paste that into my app ID, and then I'll come back over and get my app secret, and then I'll save changes. Now what's going to happen once that changes have been saved, the rest of the Facebook configuration links have been opened up. We've already been to General. I'm going to go to Like. And then when I go to Like, I want to be able to have my like button show on. I want to have it show on my posts. I want it to show up before my post. And then as far as the layout goes, I'm going to leave standard. Yes, I want it to show the faces. I just want it to be a like button. I'm going to leave it with the light color scheme, and I'm going to save changes. Okay, for some reason it didn't take, so I had to re-click the post button again here. Let's go over to your send buttons. Again, I want it to show on my posts, show before the post. Click Save. And for whatever reason, it's not letting me select it the first time, so I must select Follow. Again, show on my post, before the post. I'm going to select Pages too. Show profile photos, yes. And that's going to be the light. Save changes. Okay. whatever little quirk there is going on with this plugin. Not sure if it's theme related, but we're just going to keep going. Recommendations bar. Now the recommendations bar is something that you'll find on websites when you go to them. Here's one for example. This is the recommendations bar. It'll pop up, and it can be customized as to when it pops up. You can have it on the left side of the web page. You can have it on the right side of the web page. I'm going to take you back over, and under recommendations bar, I'm going to have it show up on my posts and pages. I want it to show up on the right side of the web page. I want it to be the action be a recommendation. On visible, yes, after a visitor scrolls through about, I'm going to say 20% of the website. And then as far as number of seconds before the plugin will expand, I'm going to change that to 10 seconds. Number of recommendations, make it 3. And then I'm going to save my changes. Now the last thing I want to cover is the comments box. That is something that shows up on the bottom of somebody's blog page, blog post, alongside of having that, and also maybe a default comments box set up to for the visitor to have an option of either putting it in the comments box, the default one, or to just have it set up in the Facebook comments, that somebody can have, the ability to do both if they have a Facebook account. If they don't, then they can just set it up to leave their comment in the default comments box. For my website, I do not have the Facebook comments box at the bottom of my blog post because for some reason my theme will not allow to have both of them set up, and there's some little glitch there. But for the most part, I'd rather have the ability to have somebody get to the comments box right away to be able to leave their comment. Okay, so I'm going to click on comments box. I want that to show up on the posts, and then the number of comments is fine. Hit save changes. Save changes. Okay, so now that's all set up. Let's go over to a blog page for my student site, and I'll show you. We now have the send button, the like button. We also have the comments box. Okay, and one of the things I don't see is the recommendations box pop up, and usually that's supposed to come up within like the 10-second time period, and it's not going to come up. So let me just go back and make sure I've got the settings set correctly on that. As usual, it didn't show up because the posts and pages didn't get selected. So let's go back. All right, and let's refresh my page. And hopefully that'll show up. Here we go. There's the recommend, and then I can just actually, if I want it to, I just click recommend, and then what comes up is the recommendation. Now these recommendations are things that have come from my website, so automatically I've already got recommendations for these two particular pages and posts. Okay? Great. So that will conclude today's WordPress video training on how to install and configure the Facebook plugin for WordPress. I thank you for watching, and be sure to leave a comment on my blog post that was set up for this particular video training. Thank you.